DIY auto repair. All right, guys, and we are back, and we are here in this 2012 Kia Forte. So the customer's complaint is when they press down hard on the brakes, they hear a grinding noise, and they believe they're due for an oil change. So today we're going to be checking out the brakes and possibly changing them, pretty much changing them, and possibly doing the oil change. So you guys are going to get a 2-for-1 special today. That's right, 2 for 1, guys. Normally I split up videos like this if I can, but because brake changes and oil changes are pretty similar on every car, as well as it's very monotonous, we're going to throw both of those in one video today. So hope you guys enjoy, and let's go for a test drive to duplicate the customer's concern. But before we do, we have 48,290 miles on the clock. All right, guys, so don't know if you were able to hear that, but we do have a lot of brake noise going on in the front. I believe it's going to be metal on metal. I'll be super surprised if the brake pads are not worn down to metal yet. We're going to go in there and check it out, but I do hear it in the front, more profoundly on the passenger side. But nevertheless, we're going to go ahead and check out the front. And we will also probably check out the rear just to be safe, just to make sure that maybe we can catch anything early, so we don't have to, the customer doesn't have to buy rotors, because it seems like we're going to have to replace front rotors and brake pads. So let's get to it. All right, guys, so we're gonna go ahead and take the brake caliper off. It's gonna be a 14 millimeter. One.
I kind of got him started off there full house. Do it right under the fence. I'll buy all the material, I'll buy the material, and he said,
And two.
I'll build it for you. I'll use the labor.
Keep it going.
And I told him I'll dig all the holes.
Take our brake caliper and safely hang it so we're not putting any pressure on our brake line. So now we're going to go ahead, take out our brakes, brake pads anyway. And as you can see here, this is our really bad one. It's metal to metal. This one was almost there. Still got a little bit of brake pad material on it, but this one's metal to metal. And I already felt inside the rotor is pretty scratched up. It's pretty eat up. So we're definitely gonna need pads and rotors in the front. All right, guys, so we're gonna go ahead and remove the brake caliper bracket. You got 2 bolts, gonna be 17 millimeter. There's one. And We'll go get the second one and pop this off. All right, guys, so in order to get the rotor off, we got our brake caliper off. In order to get the rotor off, you got these two screws here. So we're just gonna take them out. Oh, and of course, all right, guys, so we got our other bolt off that was keeping our rotor on, and hopefully you guys can see that on the outer edges. It's really scorned, really eat up. So we're going to be replacing the rotors and pads for sure. So let's keep going. All right, guys, so we got our new rotor here from AutoZone, not a sponsor. Duralast Gold. It's going to be part number 44689DG. This is the Duralast Gold, high carbon steel, fully coated for superior protection or superior rust protection. Advanced modular structure, reduced noise. So here's our nice new brake rotor. So now we're going to go ahead and install this and start putting it back together. Okay, guys, so we cleaned up our brake caliper bracket here, and before we install it, you always want to check these slide pins, and these are okay. But regardless, we're gonna go ahead and remove them. We're gonna clean it up and put some more lubricant on there and put them back in before we install it. This is just gonna ensure that the caliper can move and the brakes can function like they're designed to. So let's go ahead and clean this up. We'll put this back together. All right, guys, so we're trying out our new tool. It's meant for a double piston caliper, but we're gonna make this work. And just like that, guys, it's back. Now remember, when you're pressing in the calipers, it's better to release the cap on the brake fluid, and if you have to take some brake fluid out to make it easier. But we didn't do that, and it still went in a lot easier than cranking it by hand. So this tool is a thumbs up. Really like this tool. All right, guys, so we got the rotor on, the brake caliper bracket. We cleaned our brake caliper and pushed back in the piston. Now we're gonna put on our brakes. Again, from AutoZone, Duralast Gold, not a sponsor. We got part number DG1397. 1397. So we're gonna go ahead, put these bad boys on, get this put back together, and we'll do the other side. But don't worry, I'm not gonna bring you along for that, and I'm kind of skipping over a lot because I've already showed you guys many brake videos as well as oil change videos. So we're gonna kind of make it quick. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and put this on, and we'll bring you right back. All right, guys, we're gonna put just a little bit of our brake grease.
Kevin, tell you there's a wasp nest on there?
We're going to put a little bit of our brake grease on our contact points. Remember never to put it on the actual pad, the brake material. And I'm just going to slide it in. Just like that. So we're gonna go ahead and put this all back together, and we'll bring you guys right back. All right, guys, so we got our brake caliper all put back together, torqued to spec. We're gonna throw the wheel back on, torque the lug nuts down to spec, and then we're gonna hit the driver's side and then we'll bring you guys right back for that oil change. So stand by. All right, guys, so we're under the hood. We went ahead and took off our filler cap here to make it easier for it to drain. Underneath, we're here underneath. It's going to be a 13 millimeter bolt. I believe this one's aftermarket, so, but this one we have here is a 13 millimeter. We went ahead and cracked it loose, already drained out the oil, and we got the oil plugged back in, torqued to spec. Then we're going to come over here and take off our oil filter, pop in the new one, pour in the oil, and we're good to go. So we'll bring you guys right back. All right, guys. My son's trying to help. My son's actually under here trying to help with the oil change. He's supervising. So we have our oil filter wrench here, the self-adjusting one. And we have our oil filter here. And we might be able to get to this one. So using the self-adjusting oil wrench. Works pretty good, guys. So now we're gonna go ahead and let that, pull it all the way out, let it drain, and we'll bring you guys right back. All right, guys, so we got our new oil filter in. And remember to put a little bit of fresh oil on the gasket and make sure your old gasket come off with your old oil filter. So now we're gonna go up top, pour in the oil, check for leaks, and send it, guys. All right, guys, so we ensured we had no leaks for our oil. We had no leaks. We topped it off and we took it on a test drive, and our brakes are good to go. So remember, guys, before you test drive after doing any kind of brake job, you want to pump your brakes, guys. Pump your brakes. Safety reasons, pump your brakes. Make sure they get hard before you try to actually get on the road and actually drive it. So we did that. We took it out for a test drive, and it was good to go. So we're going to go ahead and end the video now. And that'll be it, guys. So if you guys like this video, I know that we do a lot of brake jobs and oil changes, and it's probably getting a little bit old. But if you guys like this video, make sure to hit that like button. It lets me know that you guys are enjoying my content. So please hit that like button. If you guys would like to be notified when I put out another video, make sure to hit that bell notification. And as always, guys, please subscribe to my channel for more informational videos and DIY projects. And until next time, guys, have a good one.